I love that you count it down. We need to go 3, 2, 1. Hey, y'all.
I was tired of the beginning of our podcast getting cut off when I converted the audio. So hence the countdown.
Give it a minute, right?
Yeah. Welcome to the episode 63 of the Brunch Ladies of Conshy Consignment. And for those of you that don't know, we do this live on YouTube every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And as I just mentioned, we turn it into a podcast for your Monday morning commute.
I like that. You know, that sounded like quite a radio voice, Libby.
Did it? Oh, I'm going to start working on that.
For your Monday morning commute.
I'm definitely going to work on my radio voice. My podcasting voice.
Podcasting.
I'm going to work on that.
Yes. Voice. What's going on, girl?
All right. Well, I'm just going to say I had my 15 minutes of fame this week. It's over. It was super exciting. It's like my kind of fame, not real fame. So I got to be on the eBay for Business podcast, and it aired this week. And I was super excited. I shared that on my Facebook page. I haven't shared it on the Conshy page yet. I think I probably will.
I think you should.
Yeah, but I shared it with my, other reseller and family and friends. And people were just so happy and so supportive. It was really nice to have that kind of like enthusiasm and support. And I felt like I definitely had my 15 minutes of fame.
Well, I think our Conshy community would love to know because they're so supportive and they would love to see how good you are, girl.
All right. Well, I will post that. We'll post that on social media with the link to the podcast this week then. So our Conshy friends can see that.
I like it. I like it.
And we actually have more listeners on podcasts than we do on YouTube at this point, which is definitely interesting.
Yeah. I think podcasts are easier in my mind. Like I listen to more podcasts than I watch YouTube.
Same.
Yeah. I mean, because like you said, morning commute. Anytime you're in a car, you can throw one on. It's just like listening to music. You don't have to, be fully engaged by watching. You can just hear it and follow along. So.
Yeah, I do a lot when I'm in the car, when I'm driving. And I do a lot of fairly long drives in my life.
To North Carolina.
Yeah, or even between my family. I'm like smack dab in the middle of like an hour and 10-minute commute either way.
Yeah.
So I'm in the car a lot of times listening to those podcasts. If you guys have a favorite one, drop it in the comments. Let us know. I'm always looking for new. I have quite an extensive playlist, but I'm always looking for that new to add one. Always looking to add one.
Why not?
So what's up with you this week?
I've had a busy week. I have a lot of new items in that I've been trying to process and research. So that's exciting.
You had a visit from one of your new favorite customers.
I talked about this guy on a previous episode, and I got to tell you, we're fast friends. Robert, my Charleston silver guy. I mentioned him before. He's totally gotten into researching my family history, the whole genealogy. Like, he knows a little bit more about my family than I do. So,
I would say quite a bit more.
He's been educating me, right?
That's so amazing.
Nick made the comment Saturday, and it was so true. Every time he comes to buy a piece of silver and pick it up here, we think, oh, well, he's got his fill. That's it. It was a good run. And he calls and comes back again. So it's really cute why he came this time. There is a set of silverware that is Charleston coin silver. And he bought just some pieces of it because he loves Charleston history. And he has 5 of the he calls them prominent Charleston families that he loves to follow. And so he likes to get pieces of items in that family. His other thing is signatures, pieces of documents that have been signed by these families. So my family just happens to be one of these 5 families, and crazy that he lives in Greensboro. I'm in Greensboro, that he would find here is an ancestor of this family that actually has pieces to sell.
Yeah, it was crazy. I think he found us on eBay, right?
He
It
did.
was
He
eBay, and he just called. Oh yeah, because it was one day when I was talking on the phone to you, he
Yep.
called Conshy Consignment, and of course I pick up here in Pennsylvania,
Yep.
and Molly was on the other line. She's like, "Have him give me a call."
So he started just by ordering an order first. He ordered a set of Demi-Tasse spoons, and I was like, "Oh, these are going right here to Greensboro. How funny!" And then it was like a week or two later, he called you, and then he wanted another piece and another piece and another piece, and so he went to Charleston last week on vacation, which he does often because he's just enamored with Charleston history and loves to walk around and see everything. And he said, I just couldn't get beyond that I broke up this set. And I felt like it needed its family members with it. So I think I have to buy the complete set. I don't normally do that, but it has just been eating at me that I broke up this set. So he came back on Saturday. We sat out on the deck. We went through some of the other silver pieces. He's got his eye on another one. But the fun thing is, he loves so much of the history and he's teaching me stuff that I have some old wooden boxes filled with documents, and he's asking me about them. And I said, I'm going to go through them at some point, but could be a year. Like, we have so many other things we have to do in the house that it might be a year before I get to it, but I promise when I do, I'll call. And he said, I will come and I will go through them with you and I will help you with the history. I would love nothing more than to do that. These are not things you would sell. They're like documents of plantation, like rice sales and things like that. There are a stack of letters from back during the Civil War that go from like my great grandfather. It's interesting. Very hard to read because their writing was so different then. Analyzing a lot of it is hard, but he is so excited to go through all that with me at some point in time.
And I am praying I get to be there as well, because I think it is so fascinating, and to just have his knowledge and your history. And I will be super excited to just get that piece of American history.
Well, we just need to make sure you're here when we do it. We'll
Yeah.
on an Emma drop off for pickup day.
Yeah, that's the way we'll have to do it. That's the way
But
we will
he's
have
just
to do
so
it.
nice. He's such a good guy, and it helps me as somebody who's selling family pieces to feel really good about who's getting them and what it means to him to have them. So
Yeah.
it's wonderful. Yeah. Yeah. That was it.
Michelle's joining us live. She said, "Good morning. I missed a Molly announcement." Well, you can go back and listen to it, or Molly, you can give her a little teaser about what you were just talking about.
You just have to listen about my friend Robert.
Oh yes.
My new buddy.
Yes.
I love it because he calls me and he'll go, Miss Molly, what's up, girl?
Oh my gosh, it's so special. It's so special. So, all right, so that got me thinking a little bit about something we're putting out there a lot more, and that is Molly developed our Conshy sphere. And I thought maybe we could talk a little bit about that. And we're going to be posting the visual representation of that. I'm going to post that up probably when we're done here. I'll post that on social media today, just because it probably fell down in the feed a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and post it because it often occurs to me that people don't know everything that we do with Conshy Consignment. And I was really hammered home this morning. I was we are arranging our next Conshy Connects event, which is a little circle in the sphere of how we're growing a community of circular conscious people. So it is a sphere, it's a circle. So Conshy Connects is at the top, and that's our charity outreach. So this morning, I was talking to my friend Polly, who also does a little work at Conshy Consignment. And we were planning the next Conshy Connects event, which is going to be for the Friends of the Conshohocken Library, which I have been a board member. I have been very invested in this. And Polly is very invested in it as well. It's a pretty amazing organization. And we're going to have Polly on in 2 weeks for Brunch Ladies before we do the event. Yeah. And she's going to tell us a lot about how they are in the community. If you haven't, there is an event on our Facebook page. So go ahead and click that. It'll just keep you up to date on the happenings. We're going to be posting things about what the friends do and how involved they are in the community and the support they provide. And we'll be announcing Polly on the Brunch Ladies. But anyway, so I'm talking to Polly this morning about the event and we're planning it. And all right, so she works with Conshy Consignment on a very part-time basis.
Yep.
She doesn't even realize. She's like, wait, so Brunch Ladies and resale therapy. And she's like, what am I doing? Like, where do I need to be for this?
Oh
like,
my
I'm
gosh.
so confused. And I was like, it's a lot. It's a lot. I get it. So I thought, all right, well, let's go over this. Let's talk about this a little bit at Brunch Ladies, because not everybody realizes all the parts and pieces that we keep moving here at Conshy Consignment. Not even somebody that, and she's worked with us since the very beginning.
Since the beginning.
Volunteered for probably almost every Conshy Connects event we've ever done. And
worked in the store.
Yeah, worked in the store. She's been there since the very beginning. So
she's an OG.
Yeah. So I'm excited to bring her on, but I'm also excited to go over all the different things we do. And I think we need to put that out there a lot. So you're going to be seeing this Conshy sphere. And if you have questions, comments, let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if you see a way that, you want to get involved, or you want to have your friends involved, or a local nonprofit, or somebody to consign, let us know. Reach out. We're here. We'll pull you into that Conshy sphere.
There's a sphere for everyone.
So our Conshy Connects event, that's going to be coming up. June 9th is going to be the culmination of that with our Resale Therapy live sale, where all proceeds are going to benefit the Conshohocken Friends of the Conshohocken Free Library. And all right, so that's Conshy Connects. We do a lot in there. We also always are consigning for charities. So if you have stuff you want to donate and have the proceeds goes to a certain organization, you just let us know that. It's another way to hop in. You don't necessarily have to consign for personal profit. Yeah.
Michelle, I'm sucked in several ways. Yes, you belong in multiple spheres. You're a
She's in multiple spheres, man. She's right. I hope you don't get motion sick.
Multiple sphere Conshy family member.
Yeah. So then we do our resale therapy, which most of you know about. I think most people are involved in resale therapy or have been to our live sale on Facebook.
Summer Addicted can come every week.
Our live unboxing. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, Molly. What were you adding?
I said Summer Addicted and come every week.
Summer Addicted and come every week. It is not your typical live sale. It's more of like a community-based, just a fun, like, happy hour.
Yeah.
And when I say happy hour, I don't necessarily mean with alcohol. I just mean we're all happy and having fun. And Molly and I are showing you new items, which you may or may not, need.
Should I make a new design of shirt I'm going to make? Or should we save that?
What shirt? Why do I forget?
That I want to make for Conshy Consignment.
Oh my gosh, I already forgot.
Sweatshirts. See, that's good because you did that to me on our thing the other day where you put me on the spot and I'm like, when you get put on the spot, you assume you know what my brain is thinking. But I mentioned the other day that I'm going to make us t-shirts and sweatshirts with the Conshy logo, with the Resale Therapy logo that says, I get my therapy at.
Oh, right.
Resale Therapy logo.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be so fun.
All right.
Michelle is multi-Conshy. Yes.
She is. Yes, she is.
And we so appreciate that, and all the people that definitely are. We have our consigners. So I talked a little bit about that. And, if you consign with us, we have other resellers that consign with us. We have charities, like I said, that consign with us. We have just great consigners all around. From every walk of life, we have consigners, and it's really fun. So Molly takes consignments in North Carolina. We do mail-ins as well. And I'm in the Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania. We have someone in Conshohocken, Pennsylvania, and we do intake in Scranton, Pennsylvania area as well. So,
Cover a lot of geography on our consignment, don't we?
yeah, we really do. We really do. We have a lot of options for our consigners, and if all else fails, they can mail it.
100%.
So if that's ever of interest, yeah, just reach out.
I have received boxes in the mail of consignment. It has happened.
It's kind of nice because it's like contained. It's like a small it's usually a smaller, more manageable thing than some of the, estate drop-offs we may get.
Right. Cool. Don't even mention that.
All right. We got to get you excited about those estates again.
I know.
We do brunch ladies. Hello. We're here. Hello. You guys already know that if you're listening to this, right? So it is just about consignment life, hanging out. It's really, as Molly and I say, an excuse for us to hang out and talk business and talk about life for, half an hour every week. Hang out with our friends.
Just more time to be together. Oh, Michelle's got a good question for you.
Were you scared going on eBay for Business podcast? I was really excited. And then a couple hours beforehand, I got very, very nervous. Now, I'm on podcasts all the time now. Like, this is like what we do. It's second nature at this point. But I was very nervous and I couldn't figure out why.
Well, you can't tell.
In the end, I was nervous because it was such a goal of mine. It was something I've always wanted to do. I know it's not the goal of most people, and most people wouldn't be very excited about that. But for me, it was just very exciting. It was something I've always, like, when I listened to other sellers on there, I was just so excited to get on there and provide good content to other sellers and information and hopefully help a couple of people out. So I just really wanted to make sure that came across. So I was nervous. I was a little scared.
Well,
plus they do a lot of editing. So I didn't know, even though I knew what I said and knew what we recorded, I didn't know what the final product was going to be. So I was also a little anxious to listen to it. Because it was out of my control at that point.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Good question. Thank you.
That just got me a little nervous thinking about it.
Oh, she said you sounded so charming and professional. Oh, well, thank you. That was my 15 minutes of fame. I was just very honored to be on it. Yeah. And I was very just touched by all the support, like from family and friends. And it was when it came out they were excited for me. They were genuinely excited for me. And that felt really good.
Very proud of you, girl.
Yeah, that felt really good. That's not something when you work by yourself that you experience very often at all.
Michelle started out the episode for everybody, episode 191.
Yes. So yeah, I'm going to link that up on Conshy Consignment because I have not done that yet because it was more geared toward resellers. But I think our Conshy family would also like to know that
they would love to hear it.
That's out there. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. So we do the brunch ladies. So we do this live YouTube every Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern, and then we turn it into a podcast as well. So if you aren't listening on podcast, go ahead and subscribe. Give us a review. Oh, and if you're watching this video, please give us a thumbs up.
Do it now.
And subscribe. Like if you hit that little notification bell as well, it will tell you every time we go live. It'll just give you a little pop-up when we go live. So that makes it a little easier. You don't have to find the link, anything like that. You just get a little pop-up. And I love that. That makes it so easy when I'm, for the people I subscribe to.
Of course.
I love to know when they're live so I can get on and interact.
Don't want to miss anything. Don't want to miss anything.
Yeah. So on the eBay for Business. Oh, okay. It's such an interesting story for all entrepreneurs. Okay, cool. So, all right. It'll be posted on Conshy and you guys will have a chance to listen to it. My parents were really excited because they got a mention
Oh,
for
nice.
the ton of bricks that I sold on behalf of my father. So that was cool. They were super excited. My mom was like, "Oh, I was hoping you were going to say that." Because
Ah,
she didn't know until she listened to it. Because I didn't know if it would be in the episode or not as well.
right.
Yeah. So
Love
what do
it.
you have to add about brunch, ladies? I'm like talking and
Love
talking and
it.
talking because I have the graphic right in front of me and I can see it.
And
So
I do not.
Molly does not.
And I do not have it right in front of me. So I'm just following your lead, girlfriend.
All right. Well, the last piece of that puzzle is not piece of the puzzle. The last circle in the sphere before you get to the top again is that we have over 7,000. Well, actually, it's over 8,000, but 7,000 unique items to offer you
And
in
we're
our store. Yeah.
so many and so many that are sitting in my house that aren't out there yet that are getting put up.
So
So,
I actually got a cute little text from one of our customers yesterday. I'm going to see what he said. Thanks again. I got the stuff. I enjoy searching your site. I appreciate you.
aw,
Wasn't that nice? That was a customer that did a pickup.
I
Yeah,
love,
yeah.
I love
And
it.
yeah, so there are a lot of people out there that you can sort by newly listed. If you've seen the other thousands of items or you've already shopped those items, you can just sort by newly listed and it'll just bring up all the new things that we're adding daily, right?
Daily. Yes, I got listings done this morning, and when I'm done with this, I'm heading back to put more new items up.
Oh, and I'm going to do that after I finish all my business.
And
I
getting
do
ready.
I do accounting and I get the checks out to my consigners on Sunday. I know,
Yeah,
happy like payday.
yeah. So much fun to get a check in the mail, right?
It is. I mean, you wouldn't think it, but probably that's a joyous part of my job is actually writing out those checks or sending that money. Some of it we send electronically, but making those payments to consigners actually makes me feel really, really good that I was able to provide that service. Oh, we were able to, because I do it for both of us, that we were able to provide that service to so many people. And it feels really good. There's nothing better.
I love it.
So that's actually a very happy part of my Sunday that I enjoy.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you enjoy it.
Yeah.
One of the many things we love about our quote unquote job. Sometimes it's hard to call it a job, but it
It
is. It's a
is.
lot of work.
It is. So Michelle and I went out yesterday morning very briefly to a neighbor of mine was having a yard sale. And then we stopped by a local auction. And at the yard sale, I actually got some cool things. I think I'm going to show on Insta Resale Therapy, very kitschy, cool things from one of my neighbors.
Oh, good. I'm excited.
Yeah, that was fun. And I got 2 vintage dress forms that
Where
are super creepy looking.
where are they?
They are in my mudroom right now.
Not behind you.
No, they're not behind me. No, they have like those cast iron base, so that's not like
Oh,
the
heavy.
easy. They're not super heavy. Like I can carry them up the stairs by myself, but they are a little awkward.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna clean them all up because they're not the cleanest before I
Oh, I
bring
see.
them into my beautiful office.
I'm excited to see them.
Yeah, we're gonna have to name them.
Yes, we always have to have names. Always.
Yep. Yep. Oh, and Rocky, oh my gosh. So we went to the first yard. My neighbor was having the yard, a neighbor that I hadn't met previously. And she had the cutest little dog that she fosters dogs. Oh my gosh. It was a little white, sweet, adorable, hyper little dog. And he was just so happy and
Hey,
cute.
little dog.
Oh my gosh. I want to take him home and see if he gets along with my little chihuahua, my little chummy.
Is it a Chihuahua? What kind of dog?
No, I don't know what kind of dog it was. An expensive dog. She said what they paid for it.
Wow.
Not the foster people, the original people. It was like I think she said like $3,500 dog. So I get weird about, but at this point he's maybe a rescue dog. So we'll see.
He is now if he's being fostered for somebody to adopt, right?
Yeah, it might be a temporary foster, and they had homemade little doggy biscuits for a donation. So I brought some of those home to my little guy. They smelled like peanut butter. He turned his nose up at them.
What?
But I left him one on the kitchen floor. And when I came back down, it was mysteriously gone. So, he was just trying to hold out for something better, I guess.
Yeah, that's what it was. The steak.
Oh, he's a Bichon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cutie patootie.
Yeah. So, oh boy, Rocky.
Patootie, Rocky. I have a friend that has a dog, or had a dog. They ended up having to send him to a new home because he was just way too hyper and schizophrenic. Rocky.
Yeah. Was a Bichon, you mean?
No, this was a Pomeranian.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, Lord. Lord.
Yeah, my dog is super lazy. So he likes to nap like 21 hours, 22 hours a day. So I don't know how he would do with like a little hyper dog. He is a Chihuahua, but he's not like one of those yippy, jumpy, crazy ones. So I don't know. Anyway.
Love it.
Enough about our pets. What else?
I can't think of anything else because I've got on my head all the things downstairs I'm working on today.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we can get to work. We went over our Conshy sphere.
Yes,
we're bringing you some pretty cool new items. We got our next Conshy Connects event scheduled. We're going to have Holly on the Brunch Ladies. We've been talking about that, I think, since like episode 1.
Right.
But she works in the schools, so it's crazy during the school year. But in the summer, I don't know, maybe we have to make it really fun for her so that she comes back like over the summer for a couple of recurring spots.
A summertime guest. She'll have fun. We always have fun when we're together.
Yeah. All right. Well,
happy Sunday. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. It is a beautiful, hot, sunny day here.
Yeah, we got that going on here too.
Yeah.
See how flat my hair is? I'm going to step outside later and it's going to go
I am. So I'm excited. So with What Sold Wednesday, so every Wednesday we do a post of the things that we sold. Not everything, but a lot of the things we sold in the previous week. So we're going to do something a little bit different this What Sold Wednesday. And it's not going to be like a contest per se. You can win bragging rights, but I'm going to ask a question about the items that sold this week. So
I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you ahead of time what question I'm going to ask.
Don't do it.
I don't know how. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, thunderstorms later. Ooh.
Here too, Michelle. Here too. They're calling for them. Starting anytime after 2.
Oh boy. Well, let's get our fun in now.
All right, my friends.
All right.
I'll see you Thursday at Resale Therapy and Resale Therapy.
All right. Have a great one. Bye.